Hey, buddy. It's been a little bit since I posted. We've had quite a bit going on. So I'm going to show you what I've got into today. Happy Father's Day, by the way, to all you fathers out there. And there's my trusty sidekick. He's out here helping me today. I've been out doing all kind of things today. I mowed the grass, got that all nice and pretty. Been working on my jet skis. If you know anybody interested in some jet skis, I'm selling some jet skis because we never really use them anymore. And then this is my baby that I'm working on right now. It's a 22 Hayabusa, and I'm changing the oil on it. And we're also going to try to reset the service light with, believe it or not, a paper clip. I have been told that you can use a paper clip to do it. So we're going to give that a shot. What'd you do with it, by the way? Do you still have it, or do I got it? It's floating around here somewhere. We're going to attempt this paper clip that you take this plug right here off. And you turn your key, you turn your bike to service. There we go. Trusty sidekick found it for me. You turn your bike to service, and you're supposed to plug it into the red and the black lead on this red plug underneath your back cowling where your seat goes. That I'm never allowed to have a seat on mine, by the way. Advice, if you're ever married, don't ever put a seat on the back of a bike. It's a bad idea. Just don't do it. There. So what we're going to do is I'm going to finish changing the oil. I did heat it up. I do not like heating bikes up. It's the first time I've ever heated one up, and I'm going to be honest, it's hot. It's not fun. So I don't think I'm going to... I've had three Busas so far, and I've never heated up the bike to change the oil. And I've never had any problems. I'm sure there's going to be some haters out there, but guess what? This is my bike, not yours, so I don't really care. This cowling here, these new Busas are amazing, by the way. You used to have to pull off the whole dang fender to get to the oil. Now they have a lower cutout section that you can do it on. So it's pretty easy. I removed this piece here, which has only got like 4 of these little push clips. It's not that hard to do. I removed that, and then you're going to have one push pin here, and then a screw right back here. So it's super easy to remove this thing now. And you can see I've already got my oil filled really hot. About that, the camera got spun. Super freaking hot, because these damn headers are crazy hot. So what I'm going to do now is pull my oil plug, go ahead and get that drained out, and then we'll get her all topped back off. It says 3.5 quarts, so we got 4 quarts of the Mobile 1 that I always run. I've ran this in pretty much all 3 of my Busas now. And I've never had any issues whatsoever. And a lot of my bikes get some hard wear and tear. I live on dirt. I am very aggressive on the chain. I am very aggressive I don't change my oil as much as everybody else probably does. So yeah, my Busas they get broken really well. I ride in the rain, freezing cold. I don't really care. Come on, trusty sidekick, come hold this so I can get the old bolt changed out. Come around the other side over here so you can hand me some tools too, if you don't mind. Pretty please. What did we do with the rag, buddy, that we had? It's on the toolbox. Give me that. Let me dry up some of this oil that's kind of going all over the place right now. And get my tinfoil. Ah, it's still hot, you stupid thing. All right, Nathan, I don't know what they say, but that's hot. No, that's hot. That's hot. I'm gonna try to get up in here and get as much of this dried up as we can. I still wind up spilling some on my headers, so I'm just gonna be honest, change it cold, and I'll shoot my headers with some of the parts cleaner just to keep it from smoking. That's all it's really going to do is smoke. It might change the color of your header pipe a little bit, but you know what? It's underneath the bike. Who cares? Nobody's going to see it anyways. All right, you want to hand me the filter? Let's go ahead and get a filter put on this thing. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, there we go, lube the filter up really well. Normally on my filters, I like to pour oil in them too, but considering that is still hot. Considering these sit sideways up in here, which, okay, so the 22s, I love this thing already because my 2011 that I had, my header pipe, I couldn't get my filter off because of my header pipe. So this, and I removed the oil pressure line here so that I could get my filter out, but this one, it just slides right up in there. So much easier than my 2011 that I had that kind of fought me a bunch. But then I had big fat gorilla hands and can't get up in here. It's just, there we go. Just lightly get her threaded. Make sure you're not cross threading it. Once it gets to spinning a little bit, you'll know. I really can't feel anything in my hands. Oh yeah, I know. Oh, are my big gorilla hands in your way, camera guy? Hmm? Ooh. That's either burnt skin smell or motor oil smell.
Yeah, that's motor oil.
Are you gonna tighten down today or what? I mean, I know I'm only turning like a little 1/4 inch turn, but don't you snug up, huh? Okay, we have there he goes. I was about to say, man, starting to worry they might have given me the wrong filter, buddy. Okay, y'all, I don't do a wrench on my filter when I'm putting it on there. I just do hand tight. You do not have to torque these things down. They may say you do, but I'm sure there's a torque spec to everything. Everything in the world has a torque spec, but just put the dang thing hand tight. You ain't got to torque it down. Once you get it on there, just make sure that once you fire it up, make sure it's not leaking. If it's leaking a little bit, just spin it just a little bit more. And that's about where I go with mine. So that's all cleaned up and done. I'll move that out of our way. All right, Mr. Camera Guy. I need a socket. Not sure what size I need. Probably start with a 15 because we got to remove that bolt right there. So hand me a socket, pretty please. It's probably going to be probably a 15 or better. Maybe a little bitty drain bolt right there to drain this stupid hot motor oil that's in it. Hi, camera guy.
Hi.
Let's do a socket. It'd be easier. Unless you got a wrench that size, I don't know. Uh-oh, toolbox coming apart again. They're all stuck up in there. I can see it from here. Just grab one from the top. One of those short ones.
What size again?
It's probably like a 15. Not a deep socket. One of the short sockets. It's probably a 15.
I don't have a 15.
Yeah, you do. You got a bunch of tools in there.
Well, it's not a deep socket.
I don't want a deep socket. I want a short socket. Short socket, 15. Yeah.
Not a 14.
Nope, not a 14. It's probably going to be bigger than that. The 15 is going to be right beside your 14.
Oh, there we go.
All right, let's see let's see if that fits. Oh, that's the 1/2 inch drive. You get me the big boy. Let's go into here and nope. Here, pull the whole tray out and give it to me.
Wait, there we go. That.
What?
This one?
You're way over there. What size do you grab me now?
15.
You just gave me a 15.
Yeah, you said that one.
Pull your whole tools over here. Let me grab a tool. I want that set. There you go. You can put all that back together. This is the set I'm after, right here. Alright, so let's jump all the way up to a 17. See what we got here. 17 feels like a pretty good snug fit. We'll back it up just to be on the safe side. Yep. Alright, camera guy, come hold it. Hand me your ratchet too, please. The 3/8 ratchet. There you go. Alright, you can take the phone now. Alright, so, wow. This plug is way down here. It is a 17. It's super easy with it because it don't take much to strip them things out. Because I can tell you for sure, I had a 2005 and I was changing the oil in it. And I barely even put some torque to it. I mean, I'm talking barely even put some torque to it, and it stripped it. And I had to go get one of them blowout plugs to change it. Yeah, that's good to see. Barely anything on that. No metal fragments or anything like that. That's pretty clean. Yay, that's good. All right, hand me that rag again, buddy. I can get this hot oil off my head. Thank you. So we're gonna let that drain. Coming out nice and good with it hot, but I don't like changing hot, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. Well, it probably cleans it a little bit better, I'm sure. That's probably what they say. So I'm running a Fram. I've always ran these Frams. Mine is a PH6018 for the Busas. It has been that same number for all three of the Busas I've ever owned. But that's what I'm running. I kind of like the Frams, to be honest. I run them in my cars. And then the Motorola, I always run Mobile One. Go that route. But all we got to do now is button her back up and try the engine reset. We should be good to go. So what we're going to do is going to cut this video here, and I'm going to get everything buttoned up and get the fluid in it and all that. Make sure all the levels are good, and then we'll fire this thing up, let it sit for just a few minutes, make sure it's all good. And then I'll make another video posting showing the reset and see how that works out for me. Hopefully it works out. We'll get it that route. But that's how you change the oil on a 22 Hayabusa.